Hi my Stampin' friends, I'm Sandra at artypapercrafters.com and today I'm bringing you this beautiful gift box wrapped in vellum. This comes from the Floral Romance Suite and I've put this gorgeous little bouquet of flowers on it, one of the little Floral Romance seals and a few little gems, and I think you'll agree that it's a sweet little box, and inside are 6 tea lights. 6 tea lights, and they have the most wonderful fragrance because they are elderberry and fig leaf. I'll show you those later when we make the box and fill the new one. So this is a simple little box, requires hardly any glue, and I think that the Floral Romance vellum, which matches the suite, is so beautiful. And of course this is sort of like a belly band, but you probably wouldn't take it off. You wouldn't need to because you open the box at the end, but for decoration purposes it really does. It's just so stunning. So let's crack on and make another. So today I'm going to use Petal Pink cardstock, which is also in the vellum. Pretty petal pink. So where's my scoreboard? Let's get that first of all. So let's bring you out slightly so that you can see what I'm up to. Right then, so let's give you the measurements. So this is a piece of petal pink. It measures 7 5/8 by 6 inches, which is 19.5 by 15.2, and my piece of vellum measures 6.5 by 3.5, which is 16.5 by 9. And we're going to score the cardstock on the long side at 1 1/4, 5 7/8, and 7 1/8. Turn it to the short side, and we're going to score it at 1/2 inch, 2 inches, 3 1/4 inches, and 4 3/4 inches. So in centimetres that is 3.2, 15 and 18, 1.5, 8.2 and 12. And where's my ruler? I don't seem to have written it down. So that's 1.5, I'm measuring the wrong side, that's why. So on the long side it's 3, 3.2, 15, 3, let's get this right, start again Sandra, it's 3, 15 and 18, and on the short side it's 1.5, 8.2, 1.5, 5.2, 8.2 and 12. It'll all the measurements will be down if you click on the down arrow description bar, pop over to artypapercrafters.com. I'll have all the measurements there for you, so no worries there. So let's crack on. It's funny how when you're working in centimetres things go a bit awry, but I shall make sure that they're okay when they're on the website. Right, and I should have sorted it out. I should probably round it up actually to the nearest 0.5 or 0, because I think that's easiest really when you're scoring. So I shall redo that in the centimetre score. Right then, so this is our box. Where's my scissors gone? So we need to cut up our box this way. So you're cutting up to the second score line. So you've got one side with 2 score lines and one side with 1. We don't need that piece there. And we don't need this piece here. And we're going to cut up each of these. Right then, so the box goes around like this. So that's the back. And then this is the top, so we don't need that. And we need to shorten these, so. Sorry if I'm talking to myself, but I have to work this out in my head because for some unknown reason I don't seem to have written down a little diagram for myself, and I always do normally, but today I don't seem to be able to find the diagram for it, but I think I can work it out. So this is the one we're getting rid of. There we are. So then make sure that these are nice and straight along here. Nice straight. Let's get rid of these bits. And then we need our corner rounder punch because we're going to round our corners here. And then using my 3/4 of an inch circle punch, and that comes round there, making that this the back. So in the back we want to just do a little finger pull. So just punch a little notch out of there. Right, so this is what you are going to be left with before you put your box together. So you've got everything on that one first score line, everything's left there, you've just cut up. And then on this side you've cut a little piece off there and notched in. That's the one that you're rounding off. Another one with a notch, and then this one's got the finger pull. And then this little strip down here is where you're going to be putting your glue or your double-sided tape. So today I'm going to use double-sided tape. And that is all you need on there to put that together. You could at this stage, if you wanted to make lots of these, at this stage you could just fold that down, keeping it nice and straight. At this stage, if you wanted to make lots of these, you know, for craft fairs or things like that, you could keep them folded flat until you wanted to put them together. But to put them together, we're going to put sides down, and I'm going to get wet glue for this because I like wet glue for this, and then we're going to put some wet glue on, fold that over there, fold that over there, and then the last one comes to the seam. This is the back of our seam, so we want this one back down here. Fold that over here, press down there. I hope you can see okay today because the sun is shining through my window and I've had to actually close my curtain a bit because otherwise it's too bright. Right then, so that's the little box made. That was nice and easy. And then we're going to get our gorgeous tea lights. Love these. These come from Sainsbury's and they have the most divine perfume. You're going to need 6 of those. Oh, they do smell lovely. If only you could smell them. Oh, so you need 6 of those. And these make lovely gifts or for your friends, colleagues at work, or indeed for a craft fair. So I've stacked them too high. Too high. Like that. See how perfect they fit? Down with our thing. Perfect. Cute little box and perfectly made. This vellum just wraps round, and in order to finish it off, lay it down right side, and you'll notice that the right side, this is the right side, you can see the pattern just a little bit darker than you can on this side. So I put that down here, up here, like that. So what we need to do is we need to put some double-sided tape. So I'm using this. We're just going to put a little piece along here, like this. And then we're going to get our pokey tool, pull that off, and wrap the vellum round. And as I'm wrapping it, I'm just scoring it like that on the back. It doesn't really matter how tight you bring it round, so long as you have a little bit of looseness. And just make sure that those edges meet up nicely so that you've got a nice finish there. And then what I did was I just went round and just pinched on the seam edges just to give that nice finish, because if you try to score this, you'll get your score lines in the wrong place. And that is the box. So now all we need to do is this beautiful design finish. Let's bring our original in so that we've got that to look at. Now already, this is the Wonderful Romance bundle, beautiful set with a stamp set and matching dies. There are a lot of dies in here. You've got edges, you've got little pieces for sentiments, leaves, flowers, and then you've got your main spray of flowers there, leaves in 4 different sizes, and then that spray leaf here. So it's a beautiful set. However, unfortunately, it is being retired at the end of May. So if you really would like to have this set before May, then now's your chance to buy it with a discount of 10% as a bundle. The stamp set and the dies, you get 10% off if you buy them together. So I have already, ahead of time, prepped up my leaves. And here they are in here, and I've used all sorts of the little sprays, the little leaves here, smaller leaves here, and I've cut them out in colours that match. So in here I've got petal pink, rich raspberry, old olive and lemon lime twist, and I've already cut those out. Then all we need is our sentiment, and I've taken the sentiment because it's a small box, it needed a small sentiment, so I've used the Graceful Garden and For You, which I've prepped up on the block. Piece of Whisper White that I have here. Now I've used my classic label punch and punched one of these out in Whisper White. So now we're going to open up our rich raspberry ink, and we are going to stamp For You. For You. Now you can do this at one end or you can do it in the middle, but I'm just going to, well, hopefully get this straight. Oh, I blipped. Where's my chamois? That wasn't very good, was it? Tell you what, let's start again. Piece of Whisper White cardstock. This is my scraps bin, which I always keep my scraps. That looks like it'll work. Right. Let's try that again. Into the ink for you. Put that down. Let's get that straight. Let's bring you down because I want you to see the decoration on this box because it's beautiful. Right, so let's hope that we do better this time for you. Yes, perfect. Perfection. Let's put this away. I want to get my wrist in that while I'm working. Right, classic label punch. So in with a classic label punch, you can do it fairly tight to one end, like that. So like that. And then I don't need it to be quite that long, so I'm popping it back into the punch like that. And then decide how long you want it to be. I'm going to go for about there. Punch, and there you have a shorter label. Genius, I say. Genius. Right then, let's get rid of this rubbish and let's get some flower arranging done because that is what this is. Right, so let's tip all our pieces onto the deck here. And I think that some of these were popped up on glue dots and some of them were popped up on little wee dimensionals, little mini ones. So let's get those out of the thing here. Right then. If there's one thing I love, it's a bit of flower arranging. Right then, so I started off by the looks with a bigger leaf in the darker green. So just get your leaf and your glue dot, pop your glue dot on a leaf and carefully peel it off. And then we're going to pop that about here, just about there. Looks like it could do with another one. So I'm going to pop one just here. So I think it might be easier to use my pokey tool. And then to match that, I'm going to go this opposite way like that, because that defines the length of your design. So let's put that on here, like that. And then we've got a little pink one. We're just going to roll up a glue dot for that. So roll that up onto here, into a little piece, pop it on there, and set that down here, just coming out there. And what's happening is it's looking messy in the middle, but what happens is that as you build your design up, it'll hide it all that messiness. So then we're going to mirror image that on the opposite side. Roll up your glue dot, pop it onto the thickest part of the stem and pop that down here. And then we're going to get a little leaf and we're going to put this one onto a mini glue dot, a mini dimensional, should I say. So a little mini dimensional on that. Give it a little bit of a pull up and tuck that just under there, because then that gives that a bit more form and lift. So next we're going to do a darker green one over the top of our lemon lime twist, just here. So rolling up our dimensional as before, popping it on here, popping that about here, and you can see that our design is starting to take shape. Can you see how you think you've got no dimension, but you have. You've got lots of dimension already. And one of my other hobbies is flower arranging, so that is why I am loving these flowers and leaves. So that pops on a dimensional, and you can see you've got more lift still. Next we are going to do a pink one just here. No, I think I'm going to change it up and I'm going to do the darker one here. Because we've got a lighter box, we're going to do a darker flower, a darker leaf. And of course I've used a bit of artistic license here with my colours, because obviously you don't always get pink leaves. Well, yeah, you do when they change in the autumn, of course. So then that pops just there. And now you can see how we're building up our design, can't you? Right then, so next we're going to put another leaf along the back, so another dimensional, and we're going to pop this up just there. And I'm going to tuck that one down there because I want to have a bit more colour because of this being see. So now I've got 3 purple going in like a triangle, and then I've got 3 green going in a triangle. And you just build up your design however you want, but I find that the key is to match like for like, and if you do that you'll find that you'll end up with a lovely design. And of course beauty is in the eye of the beholder, so what one person would like another wouldn't. So that's going there. You can change up at any time. Now that's looking quite full into the centre now, and obviously I need to make sure that I leave a bit of space because my sentiment is going to sit on here. So I need to make sure that I leave space for my little gold seal. And I don't think that we need any more leaves than that. Maybe I could tuck one. There's my dimensional. I'm going to tuck one. I'm going to put a dimensional on this leaf here. And I'm going to tuck that under there. Like that. And you can see, whoops, my sentiment's not stuck. You can see that I've created a really pleasing design. And the centre looks messy, but we're going to cover that up and I'm going to show you how. Now I've forgotten to get some rich raspberry cardstock, so bear with me. So I'm going to put my For You on here now, and my gold seal. So because For You is small, I'm going to put it on 2 sort of mini dimensionals, like that. Peel the backings off. That's it. And then we're going to set that towards the front because I want room for my gold seal. So like that. So like that. So that's where I've put my sentiment. Because I'm now going to finish off with a couple of flowers. I don't know if it's raspberry or whether the powder pink would go. I'm going to stick with the rich raspberry. Now this is a retired punch, but I like it, so I'm going to use it. So I'm going to give these dimension like that, turn them over, and I'm sure that there's many of you out there that still have this punch. And we're going to pop that there. And we're going to pop that there. Here. No, here. Give that some dimension. And now what we're going to do, I'm just going to get my spare leaves. I cut more than I needed because I didn't want to run short. Right, let's get in here I've got my seals and my little rhinestones. So these seals all match the Floral Romance bundle, and they're called Floral Romance seals, and these are my rhinestones. We're going to pop a couple into the centre of our flower, like so. Whoops, it wants to get away from me. Come along, you know you want to stick. That's it. Right, give that more dimension. Now I could have used the little flowers that were included in here really, and I should have really, because that would have been more sensible. You get those little tiny flowers there. I could have stamped those and coloured those in, but for quickness today I've just used my little punch. Right, and then you just peel one of these little seals off. They've got quite a sticky backing, quite a big sticky backing on these seals, and then I'm just going to pop that seal just there. And I think that you'll agree that that is really quite gorgeous. Quite gorgeous, and you can see that you've got lots of dimension on there, and it looks just stunning. And what a lovely gift for somebody. What a really, really lovely gift for somebody that would make. I'd love it if someone gave me a gift like that. Right then, that's all from me today. Thank you so much for watching my video. Thank you very much for subscribing to my blog and YouTube channel at artypapercrafters.com. Please click on the link down here on the down arrow description bar if you should wish to purchase any of these Stampin' Up products today. I would be very delighted. And until next time, I'll see you soon. Bye for now. Bye.